What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Meatball and Matzah Ball Show. I'm Chad, the Matzah Ball Levine, and I'm here with my gorgeous co-host, Mark, the Meatball Gata, and we got another cannoli in the room. She is Gianna Furia.
G, you know that we have two Italians here, so you know the Jew's going to start like talking extra Italian. You know how he does that?
He always does.
Oh, he starts talking with his hands and all.
Wait, when my family comes around.
Wait, do you guys notice that about me? Do I change my actual dialect?
You do.
It's absolutely change.
When me and Lucia are in the room together, you're like right in there with us, and you're like.
Listen, when we were down in South Philly last week over at Joey's place, and we stopped at a couple other steak shops, he got like extra Italian. And like he was talking to somebody, like, yo, Snuff, how you doing, pal? I'm like, this is not how we.
Wait, I said that.
I said to Chad, I said, why are you so cold in the video? Like you had your like mob effect on. Like he was like,
he had it all. Yeah,
he's like, yo, are we going to talk about it? Are we going to do the podcast?
Are we doing this podcast or what? What do you think, pal?
Bananas.
Jewy to so Italian and like fake Italian, like Wonder Bread Wop Italian in 2 seconds.
He tries.
So anyway, just method.
Oh my God. My favorite part is everyone has no idea what we're going to talk about, but I come in with like a whole idea. So today we are going to Italianize the show, but it's not going to just be Italian. It's going to be South Philly and South Jersey Italian.
Okay. Well, I'm out because I'm not from South Philly or South Jersey. I'll talk to you later.
No, but you are from South Philly. So Gianna.
I spent a lot of time in South Philly, but I'm not from South Philly.
So this is what I want. This is what I want you to do for me, Gianna, right? Okay. I want you to close your eyes and think about somebody that's never met a South Philly Italian.
I've been there. You
What?
should have seen me in Florida. They were like, why do you talk like that? Like,
so that's what I want to know. So that's what I want to know.
I'm so confused. I never noticed I had an accent until I moved to Florida for a bit.
So when you went there, what kind of things were they asking you? Like
they didn't know what I was even saying. Like things that I would say, they would be like, "What's that mean?"
So give us an example.
What's things that we say? And I can't even.
You're such a
give
crumb.
me a second thing.
Such a crumb.
Oh, a crumb. Oh, they didn't know what the heck that meant if I called anybody a crumb. Or I'd be like skavats. Like they would be like, "What's that mean?"
What is a skavat?
Like nasty. I guess it's skavats.
And just so you know, listen, what I am is I'm not from South Philly, but what I am is I am Italian. So
yes.
Schifoso, it means it's like disgusting. It's that's like
gross.
Wait, so I have a question. So you know how in the Jewish world we have Yiddish, which is like our slang. Yeah. Is there a slang? Like South Philly have a slang?
Oh yeah, like a strapper. They didn't know what that meant. I always get called a strapper by my aunts my whole life. But like if I'd be like, "Oh, you're being such a strapper," like she's a strapper, they'd be like, "What the heck's that mean?" Like,
what does it mean?
I guess it's kind of like you're just like being like, I don't know how to explain it.
It's a strapper. It's like a John. It's a strapper. And I get it. Listen, I spent 15 years down there with my coffee shop and a tanning salon, so I definitely picked up on a lot of the slang. But people just wouldn't get it. It's like if you haven't heard it before, they don't know what the hell you're talking about.
They also don't understand that like we'll say terms like that to each other, but it's like we're not actually meaning them.
Telling somebody else.
Yes, like I'll walk in my aunt's house and she'll be like, "What are you doing, strapper?" And like that's what she'll say to me, and like they're like, "Your mom calls you a bitch." I'm like, "I don't call me a bitch like 30 times a day. Like, if she didn't call me a bitch, she doesn't love me."
My sister says it all the time. How many times in your life have you said, "I can't"? Oh, I just can't.
Oh, I can't. I do it all the time.
I can't. Like,
I
can't.
That so much.
I can't
with anything. My kid Andrew says it. You gotta hear Andrew. He'll be sitting there and he's watching something. He's like, "Mom, I can't."
Oh my God! You guys should both develop the South Philly dictionary. I think it should be like a project.
There's so much. There's even like random things that we say that you don't even realize, like that are just in your regular like vocabulary that you've picked up and you just thought was like what it meant.
That was normal.
Yeah, even out here, like Sean will say things. He's like, "What the heck what are you talking about?" And I'm like, I'm like, how is that not a word, or how does it not make sense to what I just said? Like, context clues. Like, I don't know.
Next time we go to South Philly, we got to bring you down with us, and you just got to chat. It was so entertaining how Italian he tried to be. It's like,
oh my God, I love it.
Oh my God, you wanted to kill him.
We should put Chad at dinner with my family or more.
Oh gosh, no, you can't. He'll get nuts.
Wait. Tell everyone. That's a great segue. Tell everyone about the show you guys were on. You got to tell everyone about that.
We're gonna be next, right, Mark?
Yeah.
So we did the Olivia Herman, the South Philly mom. It was so fun.
She's so great. We should have her on. Olivia's so awesome. We should have her on one day.
She's amazing. She's such a good person. I love her.
Yeah, we're looking forward to being on that. That'll be fun.
When are you going on that?
I don't know. They have they have to run it through their production team. So
yeah, they got to do a lot of different stuff first. It takes a while. I don't know.
Wait, so here's my question. Gianna
come by as the freaking Mitagan family member. Like he could be like, we'll have it as part of like the trick. We'll have all the Italians and the Mitagan.
Oh my God.
Oh, you would be so great.
But my dad was so bad. So
what's going on? Como se va? I would punch you. I would punch you so hard.
Wait, so
my dad would literally sit him down like, "Are you okay, Chad?" He'd be like, "What is wrong with him?"
Oh my God! Wait, so I have a question, Mark. When Gianna came across your radar from real estate, right?
Yeah.
And it was like two spirits coming together, right? Like you just knew it. Like, what about the Italian South Philly aspect just makes her so good at being an agent?
Well, first of all, when Gianna and I met, one of those things you just know, you just get it, right? And I met her with, I think, Sheena, and the two of them walked up to me, and you just gravitate to certain people, and it's not always the case. Like I have a lot of agents that come in, and it takes a little bit of time to warm up and get to know them. But G walked in, and within 2 seconds, her and Sheena, I came over, gave them both a big hug. And by the end of the conversation, I truly loved them both. And I'm not even telling, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. It was just one of those things. We just hit it off. But it's so funny how she uses what she grew up with to her advantage, right? Let me give you an example. So when one day I was sitting in the Haddon office and G was talking to somebody, and she's like, I'm going to start doing some cold calling. And I got to be honest with you, I'm not a cold caller. Like we always talk about how I don't recruit, right? So we do attract a lot of agents that are like-minded, but I'm not sitting there picking up the phone calling people. And maybe I should, and maybe that will allow us to grow faster, but I feel like we're growing at a really rapid pace and the pace that we want to without having to do that. So G has built her business on cold calling. And listen, call it what it is. When you see Gianna, she's one of these, she's quick-witted, right? She'll come back with a response real quick. She's never going to, in South Philly, that was always a thing, right? Somebody will try to, they say something. If you don't come back, you're kind of that guy, whatever. So you have to be on your toes. You have to think that way. And she grew up with that. So that totally helps her on the phone. So
yeah, try an argument with my dad. He will literally oppose you, even if he doesn't believe what he's opposing, just to oppose you. Just like every dinner. Like we're actually be getting up sometimes because we're like, Dad, you literally don't even believe in what you're saying. You're just saying opposite us.
Listen, so I'll tell you a funny story after. But the thing is, because you grew up in an environment where people just break balls, have fun, and just like you're saying, oppose everything you're saying, that teaches you how to think like that fast, right? Yes. So I hear her on the phone the one day, and she picks up the phone. She's talking to this lady, and she's like, "Hey, I'm calling about your property and whatever else, and wanted to see you. I know you had it listed with, for sale by owner for a long time. Wanted to see if you want to have me come out, and I can give you some. I can help you sell the house. It's been on the market for a while, so you're not having any luck, and I can help you sell it, and so on." And she's like, no, I'm not interested. And she's like, well, let me tell you what I can do for you, and blah 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 blah. And now I start cringing, right? Because I don't like that whole controversy. So I walk out of the room. And I'm literally just like listening in. You might even been there, but I'm telling the story to the audience, right? So anyway, then I hear she continues. She's like, well, let me tell you what I can do to help you sell your house and whatever else. Let me just come by. And like, no, I'm not interested. And Gianna actually took a second. And she's like, I'm a little insulted that you're not going to let me tell you what I can do to help you sell your house. I'm trying to help you. I'm taking time out of my day to help you out. And you're not going to give me the time of day to try to help you. And the lady's like, well, yeah, I guess you're right. So, okay, tell me what you're going to do. Within 5 minutes now, I'm literally biting my nails outside. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die. This is going to be shut down. This lady's going to call the conversation. She hangs up the phone. I'm like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to go freaking grab a drink. I'm ready to have a freaking nervous breakdown. She's like, well, I'm going to go to this lady's house and get this listing. She got the damn listing and sold the house. Are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding?
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's what she does. That's that type of stuff she does.
It's rebuttals. It's just figuring out the rebuttals and finding an answer for every little thing that they have. So it's like.
And listen, I understand sales 101 scripts for everything. You should have scripts. She is not a scripted person.
No, I don't have any scripts.
I don't think we are. Like, I know you have a little bit of an agenda here today, Chad. Like, you want to talk about certain things, but I don't know what you're talking about. I can't. If I
my script is honesty. My script is honesty.
I'm the
all
same
I'm providing for you is free information, and that's it. And what you want to do with that free information is on you. That's literally my script. And like, it's not a script. It's just honest. Like, that's where I come from.
So Gianna, I do have one thing I do want to talk about that I'd be remiss to not talk about: the South Philly to South Jersey migration, right? Is Washington Township just South Philly?
Oh yeah.
New Jersey?
Oh yeah. Has been for years.
So what is it about that part of South Jersey? Do they have their own bakery? Do they have their own
So
butcher?
everything that's in South Philly is technically like there's usually a copy of it right here. So like you have a Versus on the Black Horse Pike, you have Licios in Washington Township, of course, and then you have a Cash's right on the Black Horse Pike.
That's how you say it, Cash's.
Cash's, yeah.
You know what?
They're good people.
I call it Cash's.
Well, and so you want to laugh, right? So, and that's true with South Philly. There's certain things that are pronounced a certain way in South Philly that you'll never pronounce anywhere else.
Oh yeah, like Pashonk.
Yeah, Pashonk. It's not Passyunk. It's not right.
Yeah.
Or Bouvier. Bouvier. It's not Bouvier.
Yeah.
It's Bouvier, right?
And
So
Oregon Ave, not Oregon.
It's Passyunk.
No,
Pashonk.
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 Don't add an extra. Yeah, it's Pashonk.
Pashonk.
So, all right, let me ask Chad this one. In your biggest Italian greaseball South Philly accent, how would you pronounce O-P-A-L? Don't say anything, Jay.
Opal.
Opal. So does the rest of the world. But in South Philly, they say
Opal.
Opal. Opal. Opal.
But it's just like Oregon Ave.
Yeah.
Like it's Oregon. It's not Oregon.
Oregon. Right.
Yeah. So weird to say. It's Oregon.
Wait, Argon, like A-R-E?
A-R-G-A-N. Oregon Ave.
It's Argon Ave.
It's Oregon Ave.
Okay. And if you mispronounce it,
taking notes. He's gonna be in South Philly later on today. Like, I'm walking down Oregon Ave. Yo, guys, we're on Oregon Avenue, right, fellas? What do you think? What do you think? Hey, I'm about to go down Opal Street. You want to go to Pashonk? Let's go to East Pashonk.
It's just like I grew up on Johnston. But everyone called it Johnston.
Oh my God. You know what, though? Here's what I will say. What I will say is the sense of community, right? And the way that you guys have you don't need Facebook, right? You really don't. Like with the way you guys are so interwebbed, it's like you can do Mary's mother, brothers, God. When Gianna calls me, she's like, yo, Chad, this is Joey's sister's, mother's, brother's friend. Yeah.
So I told him,
in South Philly.
This was a word that I gave him that he was so confused about. I said, I'm sending you, it was Marsha, Jimmy, and Morgan, great people.
Yeah.
And I said, this is my Aunt Mary's Kumar. I said, you got to take good care of her. She's like, my aunt. And he's like, what is a Kumar? I'm like, well, it's like her best friend that's more like a sister, but they're not actually blood.
Right.
She's her Kumar. So that's our aunt. Like,
and now, just so you know, going back to Italian, like true Italian, Kumara, right? Which is C-O-M-A-R-E, Kumara, which is Kumar, right? Is if you stood in as someone's baptismal sponsor or their confirmation sponsor. You know, you have those people that stand in for you as your sponsors. Chad, you don't know this. You're taking notes now, and you'll be using this later on, I'm sure. but when you have that sponsor, so somebody stands up there with you, that is your kumara or compare, and AKA Kumar, which also has another word. If you have a side piece, that's my Kumar or Kumar or whatever you want to call her, but that's your
whoa. If I understand, the side piece sounds a lot like the mother-in-law, the whatever you called her. I'm confused. Wait, Jimmy's
it's the same word. The word itself.
Same word but used differently.
Right. It's usually a different. You know, like in New York, forget about it. Has 30 different meanings. Well, Kumare, basically is really your sponsor in either baptism or confirmation, going back to like Catholicism, right? But also has been adapted to be used for other things. In South Philly, your Kumar is like your best friend, somebody that's not blood, but somebody that's really near and dear to you.
Basically family. Yeah.
Basically family. But it's also
definitely cousin.
I'm sure you've seen on like The Sopranos or any of these mob shows. Oh yeah, my Kumar on the side. That's my Kumar. That's my side piece. So that is also like your mistress can be your Kumar.
So wait, I have a question, Gianna. What is your favorite? So of all the movies that depict Italian culture and life, what is your favorite Italian movie?
29th Street.
What is that?
It's about the guy who won the lottery in New York, the luckiest man ever. Oh my God, if you haven't seen it, you have to go watch it. My dad makes us watch it every Christmas.
Really?
The guy who actually, it's a true story. And of course, my cousin Vinny, because I love my cousin Vinny. But 29th Street is amazing. It's what the heck is his name? He's a famous actor. He's in it, but the kid is just too lucky. everything he does, he just has luck. And the dad was like wants to lose his mind because no matter what happens, the kid has luck. Like he tries to get rid of his car in the lake, they find it. There's no way they could find it, but he's that lucky that they go and find it. He doesn't want to get drafted. Well, they think he's too stupid, so he can't get drafted because he just has so much luck. And it's about this little Italian family, and it's so real. It's a great movie. Great.
Interesting.
And he wins the first lottery in New York.
Mark, what's your favorite movie?
I mean, listen, all the classics. Like I love The Godfather's a great movie.
Oh.
Yeah,
it's just such an awesome movie. I mean, to say that one is representative of Italians versus not, I don't know. Like, I don't believe in all that stuff. You know what I mean? But The Godfather is just a classic. Like that's like one of the best movies I think. That's just
my cousin Vinny, when he yells out, "It's a case cracker! It's me in the shower!" That's the best thing ever.
I love it.
Got it. That's like my mom and dad every time.
Do Italians claim Rocky as an Italian movie?
It's funny you say that because I don't personally. Like I like the movie Rocky. Don't get me wrong, but true Italians, like in Italy, like I had a guy. He's viral all over Italy right now. He's called Metro Man. He goes around, and you've probably seen him before, but he'll go into like the subways with his speaker, like your speaker, but it's a speaker backpack, and he starts playing songs and getting everybody in the subways to sing. He's got like 10 million followers. Well, he reached out to me. I commented on one of his posts one time, and he DM'd me. We started talking. And he said he's thinking about coming to the United States. And I said, oh, really? That's cool. I said, I'm in Philly. He said, oh, my God. And we're talking literally on WhatsApp in Italian. He's like, oh, my God, Rocky. Do you know Rocky? Like, he started getting too brilliant. We got to go to the Rocky statue and do it. Like, he was so excited about it. And then the more I think about it, like my cousins in Italy, because most of my family's in Italy, they love the idea of Rocky. Oh, Rocky Balboa, Ivan Drago. They start talking about this. Like, it's really it's a thing. So they
I love it.
It's also like the older generation. Well, the older generation in South Philly too, like they really claim it, right? Because a lot of them were in those movies. Like 9th Street, those are the real guys who work the fruit stations in 9th Street. He runs down. And then the stadium, like my dad was in the stadium when they filmed the whole right. So like a lot of them felt like it was like such a big thing for Philly and it was so involved and they kept the actual people in it and they used the real restaurants and the guys who worked there and everything. Like I think that's where a lot of it gets like that Italian, like very Philly feel because
I love, and he and M. Night Shyamalan are the two that stay true to the to Philadelphia, right? But like everyone, Rocky and all the Creeds, they're all filmed here and whatever else. He did a really good job of incorporating. Like I know that what do you call it? Brittany Lenchuk. She was in the Creed movie. You know, she was so, and that's true with a lot of people that I knew that they really tried to bring in a lot of
authentic.
Yeah, which is cool.
Very
awesome.
authentic.
So, I guess that's a good point though, Gianna. Like I didn't think about that. So much of like Philadelphia and Italian go hand in hand, even so much when you think of sports, because a lot of the complexes are in South Philly. So many people from the neighborhoods have been involved with like some of the most insane memories in Philly sports. I remember you had family that worked the stadiums and the events, right?
My dad used to do it for fun. Like he was bored and he would literally work the stadium. My dad's like one of those guys who just needs to constantly be doing something. So like he would work the stadiums at night. And honestly, he would get to see all the games for free. He would get to watch the Flyers, everything. Yeah. And then a lot of the concerts and stuff like that. He met a lot of celebrities. That was pretty cool. Yeah. But like they were all there. And it's mostly just people from the neighborhoods. We grew up a block from Citizens Bank Park. So we actually sat on our back, like out the back window.
Where were you at? On Juniper Street? Where were you at?
No, we were on Johnston, right on 19 Johnston. So when they imploded the vet, we watched
you were on Opal. You were on Opal.
Yeah, the PAL. We watched it from the window when they imploded the vet.
Really?
Like we had a little video camera. We were out there. We were on the little roof thing and watched the whole thing. Yeah.
I would be remiss.
South Philly has changed. It really has. And everybody I talked to agrees. And listen, for the better, for the worse, I don't know. But the South Philly that I knew when I was down there was, and I was still late to the game. Like my wife grew up in South Philly and whatever. And obviously you grew up in South Philly. But the 15 years I spent in South Philly were really the years that you grew up in South Philly.
Yes.
I mean, a lot younger. So those years when I had the tanning salon and the coffee shops and people were hanging out, playing half ball every day, doing all these things, like it was just really such a cool thing. And it has changed a lot. Like I was talking to Richie DiGregorio the other day. You remember Richie, right? From the bar. I talked to Richie the other day. Chad's like, yeah, I know Richie. So I talked to Richie and he was saying,
there he is.
Yeah.
What's up, JD?
What's up?
Yes, John.
Wait, so I got a funny story.
John grew up with me. We grew up we're the same generation. We hung out together. Like, crazy as hell.
Well, John, listen to this story. It's a funny story. So I was saying before, so I'm from the Northeast. I'm not from South Philly at all, but I spent like 15 years down there with my salon. And I had the coffee shop. So everybody, all the less fortunates would come in every day and we'd hang out and have a good time. But I got to become really, after 15 years, I spent every day of my life down there. So I got to know pretty much everybody, and I got hung out, spent a lot of time down there. So here's just a funny story, and then we'll continue. But so the one day, well, first of all, there was a guy that used to come into my shop every day. Do you remember Mikey Welsh? I don't know if you know Mikey Welsh. So Mikey Welsh is his grandfather. They call him Al Pajamas. He used to come in every day, right? He would come in. Right. And he would come in every day, and I opened at 8:00, and he was there. I would usually get there early, and he would sit there and literally, what was that? I saw you with Joe. Yeah, Joey's a good dude, man. Snuff is a great kid. So anyway, so I'm there every day. He would come in, and he would break my balls every day. If I was 5 minutes late, he'd break my balls. So I would always get there early because that's just the way I am. And I would open up the shop, and I would have the coffee and espresso machine ready, and I have to have his coffee ready. And he would get a 12-ounce cup of coffee. He would want it black. And he wanted it filled 3/4 of the way. If I filled it half, I was a cheap mother effer. If I filled it all the way, what the hell are you trying to do telling me? And he would break my balls every day. And he would literally sit at the bistro table, drink his coffee, and he would get his bets ready to go to the OTB. OTB, if you're not familiar with that, Chad, it's like, to go off-track betting. It's basically right? So right there on whatever, 10th and Oregon. Or 10th.
Casino is now. Casino is
right,
now.
exactly. Where La Casino is now, right next door. So anyway, so he would go there and he'd fill out his cards, and he would always ask me, Mark, why don't you place a bet? I'm like, dude, I don't bet. I don't gamble. He's like, you cheap mother effer. You probably have your communion money. Place a bet. I'm like, I'm not going to bet. This went on. I'm telling you, my hand to God, this went on for 5 or 6 years. The guy would come in every day. If I was late, he would tell me I was late. If I was early, I was too early. If I filled his coffee up too much, I'm trying to burn it. If I filled it up too little, I was a cheap mother effer. And I would never place a bet. The one day he comes in, and it's a Saturday afternoon. I'll never forget this. He comes in, and he's like, all right, let me get my coffee. Now, Saturdays I open at 10:00, so he gets his coffee, and he's in a good mood. He's smiling. I'm like, what are you so happy about? And he's an old man. He's probably like 80 at the time, right? He's like, listen, I'm going to, what do you call it? He said, I'm going to go to the OTB today. It's a Kentucky Derby. He said, you going to place a bet? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to place a bet. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I said, no, I'm going to place a bet. I said, come on. I don't know how to bet, but I'll place a bet. And he said, all right, so what do you want to bet? I said, I don't know. Listen, I don't want to spend a lot of money. I said, I'll tell you what do you like to bet? He's like, I'll bet the exact, the trifecta, this, that, and the other thing. I said, well, if I'm going to play, I want a decent payout. I said, all right, who do you like? And he tells me, let's just say hypothetically, I like the 1, 2, and the 7 horse. I said, well, who else do you like? Because I'm not going to bet the 1, 2, and the 7 if you like it, because then you're going to break my balls and say I mushed you. I said, who else do you like? He said, I like the 4 is a pretty good horse. I said, I'll tell you what, you're not betting the 4. He's like, no, I'm betting the 1, 2, and 7. I said, all right, I'll bet the 1, 2, and the 4 horse. And I said, how can I bet it? He said, I want a trifecta because I won first, second, and third place. I said, but can I box it so they can come in any order? He said, yeah, sure you can. It's called a trifecta box. I said, what's that going to cost? He said, it's a $12 bet, you cheap mother effer. I said, here, take $12. And he left. So now that day's going on, and it's getting closer. So I have my shop at the one side, and at the end of the block was Richie's bar, the what do you call it? The Wolf Street Cafe. So I used to have coffees, lattes, and all kinds of stuff. So I would always go in and out of there, and I would always fill up, because I didn't have an ice machine. I would go fill up my ice at their thing. I was in and out constantly. During the games, I watched games over there. So I go in that day, and there's 1,000 people. It's jam-packed because it's the Derby. So they're doing whatever they do and take it to it's past the statute of limitations. They were taking their bets and doing whatever they're doing, but they're hanging out over there. And Mario Sanasuso comes up to me. He's like, Mark, who do you like? I'm like, I don't know. I think the 1, 2, and the 4 horse, I said. Now I'm a pro, right? So I'm like, I like the 1, 2, and the 4. He's like, you like the 4? See, everybody's talking about the 7. I told you the 4 is going to come in. He's like, oh, yo, Mark Tan likes the 1, 2, and the 4 horse. You like the 4?
Mark Tan?
I like the 4. So now I leave. Now a couple people are coming into the salon. Yo, what do you know about the 4 horse? I think it's going to come in. I think it's a lock. So now I'm getting excited about it, right? Anyway, fast forward, 6 o'clock, the place closes. I close up my shop, and I forgot about it. Literally, tickets are in my pocket, and I leave. My wife was over at my mother-in-law's house on 18th and Tree Street, and I said, let me run by Stogie Joe's. I'll pick up a pizza, and we'll go home. The kids were babies at the time. I said, we'll grab a pizza over at Stogie's. Not Stogie's, over at Uncle Oogie's on 24th Street.
Uncle Oogie's, yeah.
So I said, I'll go to Uncle Oogie's, pick up a pizza, and then we'll go home. So I drive over to Uncle Oogie's, and I'm going to pick up the pizza. And here it goes. And they're off. And I'm watching the race. Straight as a fucking arrow. 1, 2, 4 comes out. Just like that. I'm like, wow. I think I just won something. I call my wife. I call Marie. I'm like, Marie, I think I just won something. I don't know what I won. So I drive right down. I got the pizza. I drove down to the OTB, and here's Al Pajamas. You mother! I haven't hit a trifecta in 25 years. Your first bet you won. I won like $1,500.
Wow.
So, I looked at the clerk. I gave Al like $500 just because, I mean, obviously he placed the bet, and that was it. That was the one and only time I ever placed a horse bet. So, and that's it. That was my story.
My great-grandfather.
Anyway,
Joey Bruno, he used to say he was the unluckiest man ever. And he would bet all the time, right? But he'd carry around in his pocket like a newspaper clipping because he would tell you this story about he bet this horse. It was a sure thing. It was a sure thing. They had inside. It was gonna win. It was gonna lock. They shot the gun up. The bullet came down and killed the horse before it took off. He used to keep the newspaper clipping in his pocket, and he would tell the story. He'd say, "Don't believe me, here it is," and he would pull it out.
God, this is what we do on this show, man. We got to have you come on next time and talk to us a little bit. It'll be fun. Bring another South Philly kid in.
Before we go, I got two quick things. So,
John, you coming on? What the heck?
Who? Who? Oh, John. Yeah. We're gonna get John on. Absolutely. I got two quick things. The first is I want to tell everyone how excited I am for your what's it called? With the wedding. What the hell's that thing called? What's it called when you get married? Oh, in South Philly where they shut the street down.
Oh, Serenade.
The Serenade.
South Philly, Jay?
Oh, we're having it at my mom's house in Jersey, though.
Oh, Jersey. Okay.
Okay. I didn't even know.
We're taking the South Philly Serenade to Jersey.
Beautiful.
I love it. I love it. And the second thing is, Gianna, before we bounce, tell people about that women's network you got started with in at Reds in Blackwood.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
We had our first meeting this past week. It was kind of just like an idea. Me, Ren, and Melanie Lane were talking, and she was like, "Should we do a meeting?" And me and her were like, "Yes, please put it. Let's do this." So when I walked in this week, we were like, "We don't know who we're getting." Like she's like, "I don't know how it's gonna show up." We got a ton of people. The room was packed. I mean, we were almost out of seats. And it was amazing. Like I left there like pumped, like hyped up. Like we were just all like sharing like how we can help each other. And then there's some women are, it's also open to like women that want to be entrepreneurs, maybe have an idea and haven't started it yet because like Ren wants to be able to like help each other. Cause she's like, if I knew what I know now, when I started this, it would have shaved like months off of opening. And it was honestly just an amazing thing. We're going to do it once a month. Meet at the coffee shop, just like kind of bullshit and like get a lot off our chest, because especially like a big part of it is like when you're doing this type of business, especially real estate, like we have the offices and each other, but most of the time is spent on our computer, on our phones, or running back and forth. So you're alone a lot, right? So you carry a lot of that weight, and it's like you can't just trauma dump it on your partner or like anybody else. And it's like sometimes you just want to vent and get stuff off, and like it's nice to have other women that are going through, like the same.
You understand what we're going through, because unless you're a business owner, you don't get it. You don't.
Yes, and I deal with it. It's even like the same thing with even like in recovery, right? Like we go and do the same thing. We go to meetings and we vent to each other and we get a lot off, and it helps to keep going. And it's like in regular life, you need that. Like you need to be able to just like talk to people, like, oh, I'm not nuts. This happens to everyone else. Like it's not just me.
Congrats again to what, 7+ years now, right, girl?
Yes.
Love
7 years. Thank you.
How do people get in on that network, G?
She's gonna keep posting it. We'll all post it on like social media, the date of when we're having it. I believe we said I want to say we said the second Monday of every month, but don't quote me on that. I have to check my calendar. But it's gonna be the same like date every month of like same Monday of the week, and at night 6 to 8. And she'll post it, and we'll both post it. Like everybody, I think, is gonna post it. It was really awesome. It was really awesome.
So John, Chad, one question for you. As you lean up, because you're getting like really svelte, you look nice and lean right now. Are you going to be the mini matzo ball? Or are you going to go like the mini matzo ball? Listen, I'm curious to see if, like, as your head shrinks, if your laugh will become more dominant. Like, like you have those cartoon characters. Like,
it's like
listen, bro. I don't know. Arnold. Did you hear the tragic news that happened in the Jewish community this week?
No.
What?
The kibbutz room in Cherry Hill filed bankruptcy. It's one less matzo ball in the Jewish community.
Damn.
That's on the Pumpernicks, man. Pumpernicks is the spot. You been there?
No, I haven't.
Listen, you want to do a neighborhood spot over there? Let me tell you, Pumpernicks, in my opinion, I mean, there's so many great ones around here. There's Moishanitzi's, which is your stomping ground where you grew up in the area.
Yeah.
Moishanitzi's right around the New Towers, but you were probably Ben and Irv's where you grew up, right?
I like Ben and Irv's, yeah.
But I will tell you, Pumpernicks smokes them all. Borscht Bell over here. Listen, Pumpernicks has a pickle bar. They got
I love a good pickle bar. Schlesinger's in Center City had that. It was so good.
Pickle bars.
Schlesinger's still in Center City. They were really good.
Which one?
Schlesinger's. Oh
yeah, I don't know if that's still.
They were so good. When I worked for the law firms down there, I used to go there every day for lunch and just go to the pickle bar.
Listen, we don't get much for our food. Like, Italian, the Jews, it's not even close. But there's a couple things that we're good at. A good pickle bar is a good pickle bar.
Pickles are where it's at. Chad, are you hyped for Love Is Blind?
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Mark, do you watch any of that stuff?
Well, no, real quick, I got to ask you. We're talking food. Yeah. I want to hear from the Jewish. Like, are you into like the Jewish breakfasts? Like, do you like the blintzes and the latkes, and do you like the lox and bagels and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, since we're on the subject, if you want me to rank my most desirable Jewish food, it is either a Reuben or it's just a hot pastrami sandwich with just some plain mustard.
Just plain mustard. No thousand.
You ever had like hot pastrami?
Reubens are
good. A Reuben is good. A Reuben is phenomenal. There's that. And then did you ever have a knish dog?
No, I mean, a knish is delicious. I put a knish, I'll wrap a knish around anything, it'll be delicious.
What's that?
You know what the potato knish is, Gianna?
Need a knish foot, it'll be good.
I have no idea.
Listen, a knish can also be a dirty word too. So
there you go. We always have two meanings, Chad.
My God, there we go. Kick us off the air. Did you already like Facebook out?
It's a potato. It's literally like a Jewish dumpling. It's like a pastry that has, you can either get kasha and bow ties or potato in it, Gianna.
Oh, that's probably good.
But they take a hot dog and they stuff it in the hole. Oh my God!
Wait, I'm gonna keep going. Hold on a second. So South Philly, were you a fan of the what do you call it? Pizza pretzels?
Oh yeah.
And who made the best one? I say my pals. Who'd you like?
So I used to go to Josie's right on 15th Street, because I went for PPAC, so we would stop there before we went. But then Lynn's would make them really good near my house too. After I told them a bunch of times how to do it, like I would be like, "No, you got to do it like this," because when they took the store over, and we got them to start making them because they didn't originally.
I know we're over time. Last one, best thing I think I've probably eaten in South Philly, Frangelli's Bakery, right?
Oh, the best.
They would get their glazed donut, they butterfly that bad boy, slice it in half, and then you ever see those Neapolitan vanilla chocolate and strawberry ice cream things? They put one of them in there and you eat that. Oh, I take you down to one name. So freaking good. So freaking good. Yeah, so good.
And I love it. Isgro's cannoli. Isgro's my favorite for cannoli.
We talked about. We're going to do cannolis. Maybe Gio will come down for that. We're going to do a cannoli spot. We're going to hit Isgro's. We'll do Termini's. We'll do Varallo's.
The raviolis, I love Superior. And
over PNS? Over PNS?
Over PNS. I love Superior because I like how it stays together. It doesn't fall out everywhere because they add that mozzarella in there. And I think it's so good. I can mix it up. But then
chicken cutlets.
Toludo's is good too.
Toludo's is very good on 9th Street.
Chicken cutlets also a dirty word.
PNS makes a good chicken cutlet sandwich.
PNS makes a good one. My pals, I actually like theirs. Their chicken cutlet Italian with the broccoli Robin Sharp, delicious.
You know what I loved back in the day, and I don't think they're there anymore, but it was like 13th and Packer. What the heck was the place called?
Majora's Mask.
Yes.
So
back in the day, they were
shout out to my boy Joel Grumke, who is EXP around the corner. He is reopening that with his business partner. They're opening
really. Their chicken sambuca was the best.
Yeah, I told them we'll do a piece on them down there. That's a great spot. That's a great.
I used to hang out there. My friends would work there, and then afterwards we would go hang out in the little bar.
So I got an idea for a future episode. The next time we do this, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna try and clip this at the end. I'm gonna let the two of you. We're gonna do one subject and go back and forth like South Philly, and I'm just gonna be like your South Philly like food guide, and you do.
You gotta throw like 9th Street in there too because you have what's it called the Villa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How about you like Nick's Charcoal Pit?
I've never been there. I've actually never.
They do a shark. I think they're still using Sarko's. I don't know if they switched to a Versa, but it's a seeded roll, right? Filet mignon. They slice it, but they don't do it sliced like a steak. They slice it like a little bit thicker, so they'll get like 2 fillets and slice it out on there. A little bit of extra virgin olive oil and grilled tomato, bro. You have no idea. So good.
Oh, that sounds good.
Chinese food.
Well, back in the day, it was Jade Garden. They were the best and still will always be the best. But then, what's it called with their wings?
Chinese food in South Philly.
What's it called? Yeah, they're the best wings. What is the place? I can't.
JC's wings and their crab rangoons. Oh my god,
so good. So
wait, do I have 2 Italians ranking Chinese food right now?
Hell yeah,
100%.
hell yeah. And for Mexican, you go right to 10th and Wolf, or was
yes,
it 10th and,
yes,
so good. Los Galos, the best, absolutely incredible. I still drive there to pick it up. I took it for Sean, and he was like, "Oh my god!"
Really?
Yeah,
that's a great spot. It's such a great spot,
and they're not expensive. They're BYOB. They're like,
I gotta say something. My favorite part of this show is when we started, and you both are like, "What are we talking about?" You get 2 Italians talking about food, and we're on the episode.
You make me nervous because you'll throw random stuff out there sometimes. I don't even know what you're talking about. Trying to get me to talk about things. I'm like, I don't want to talk about that.
All right,
let's do is Robert De Niro in the back of you.
The purpose of this show. The purpose of the show is for us to talk about the cultures of everyone. That's the whole point.
I love it.
Do you Robert De Niro?
I love it. This is Robert.
All right, I'm ending this. I'm ending this.
End it with the De Niro.
This is the De Niro.
Thank you for watching the Meatball and Matzah Ball show. And thank you to our special guest, Gianna the Cannoli. Ooh, Gianna the Cannoli.
You talking to me?
We call her
Graham Mazel Tov.
All right, I'm ending this. I will talk to you. Gianna, we love you. We will have you back shortly. Thank you for watching another edition of the Meatball and Matzah Ball show. Banzai. I don't know. That's not the right word. No.
I don't know what that means.
Banzai?